Assalamu alaikum, this is Abdul Nazari and I would like to welcome all you e-learning over our University. Today we will talk about chapter number 1, lecture 1 of industrial psychology. Industrial psychology is a branch of psychology where the experts of psychology they study the organization different issues. On the basis of understanding the different issues and bringing out a solution for all those issues, on the basis of that solution, they give recommendations, protection of organization. Now, if you look at that introduction, industrial psychology is the understanding, protection, and control of human behavior in organization. You will see in here understanding the protection, understanding the control, understanding the human behavior. Three things are here. Industrial psychology is focused on these three areas. Industrial psychology allows you to understand the human behavior. It allows you to give protection of human behavior. It allows you to control the human behavior, but within organization. But the job is within organization. Now, understanding the human behavior, why it is important, why it is necessary for any leader of organization to understand the human behavior. Now look, organization success is based on manpower. Your success is based on your employees. If employees give their best to your organization, so it means that you will be succeeded. But there is a question mark. If they satisfied. Now how they are going to satisfy? What are the methods to make them satisfy? What are the factors that being a leader of organization that you use and make them satisfied? Now, human behavior. In human behavior, a lot of things comes here. Like in human behavior, it comes to understanding the human, their needs and wants, their desires, their like and dislike. You must understand. Now, next one, understanding the control of human behavior. Now, understanding the control of human behavior, why it is necessary to control, why it is need to be controlled, why it need to be controlled the human behavior, because the organization has to perform in a unit. The organization has to perform in a unit. That's why if one of the workers is diverted from its unit, so complete unit will be disturbed. For example, suppose employees are coming daily basis 5 minutes or 10 minutes late. But it is a minor problem. It is not a huge problem. It's a very minor problem. But what if it goes continuous up to 10 days? Then 10 days multiplied by 5, it going to be 50. Now it means that almost 1 hour they are destroying organization hours. Almost 1 hour they are destroying organization hours. So it needs to be control on them in order to put them on the right track. Won't let them to come late. Give restriction on it so that they should work properly and they should be honest with your work. They should be on time for their work. Now, why it's needed to understand production? Understand the production of human behavior. Now, researchers inside organization, the researchers of psychology, industrial psychologists, they do research. They do research for the sake of to understand the human behavior. For example, employee turnover is high. Workforce is not performing as required. Employee is not motivated. Performance is day by day decreasing. There is low productivity rate. Now, look, one case that everyone knows that. For example, if you increase the salary of employee, so what will be the consequences? The consequence will be performance will be increased. So, in a general perspective, it is right. But if you come to the realistic way, that how much organization need to increase the salary of employee, that's what industrial psychologists will tell to the organization leader. That how much they have to increase so that employees should satisfy and work on their performance and increase their performance, and not only their but also organization too. Ultimately, if they work harder, organization performance will increase. Now, the question is that sometime increment, when you increase the salary, definitely everything which increase comes, so effect will be positive for employee job satisfaction or more motivation and employee performance. But what if you increase only 5% or 7%? But that is not expectation of employees. Employees they're expecting higher. It means that they're expecting 20% increment, but you are giving them 7%, but still they are not motivated. Although you increase their salary, but still they are not motivated. They are not working as, because the increment is not according to their expectations. Now, how did you know about that? How does production you know that? That is on the basis of researches. Research they do, they understand, and on the basis of that research, they give production. Another production, that if you bring in semi-annual increment to the employees, so what do you think that semi-annual increment will increase employee performance? Increase employee performance? I suppose you are abnormally increasing, like an semi-annual you are increasing 20%, 25% of the salary of employees. So still, therapy is not 100% sure that problem here, then that their performance will be increased. Because the reason is that the increment of employee salary, that is not the motivation factor that continues the increment that you are bringing, because their thinking will be diverted. They will start thinking on their salary skill rather than on organization performance. They will not think about that. That's why This abnormal increment, sorry, this abnormal increment can also affect the employee's performance. Now, because employee will be less conscious toward the world, but they will be highly conscious toward their salary. Now, question is that why do we need to study industrial psychology? The question is, why do we need to study industrial psychology? Now, why do we need? Why do we need to study industrial psychology? There is a 3 reasons for that. 3 reasons are there that you need to study psychology. Number 1, the progressive oriented. Now, if you look at that, if you look around the world is not a static, it is a dynamic. It's a rapidly changing changes are coming to the market, and the organizations are changing. But they are changing for the sake of the survival. They are changing for the sake of the survival. They are changing for the sake of growth. That's why they change themselves. If you look back to 10 years, go back and observe 10 years back and see the companies of that time. And then observe the company of your current time. That will be completely different. Their function will be different. Their target market will be different. Because from that time, for the loss of 10 years and right now, continuously changes coming, and they incorporate it with the market to bring a change for the sake of survival. That's why we need it, because organizations are changing. That's why we have to change. Now, industrial psychologists that allow you to understand the behavior of the market. Industrial psychology will guide you to understand of the other organization behavior, so that you should incorporate the behavior in your organization. Now, the second reason is that large profit. Look, every organization is desired to earn higher, much more, or large profit. But earning much profit, how will it be possible? Look, in order to survive in the market, so you need to understand the behavior of employees, because your desire is to earn large profit. So that employees, their behavior can lead you to work to earn that large profit. If they perform according to your expectation, so they will succeed. Your organization will earn much more profit. But the thing is that if you make the policies, if you make the rules and regulations according to the expectation of your employees. Now, the thing is that reason number 3, technological changes are coming. Every day new technologies are coming and incorporated to the market. But for understanding this new knowledge, new technology, so you must understand the behavior of internal employees, so that they bring variation within your organization. Now, what is organization psychology? The question. And what consists of organization psychology? Now we have some topics which consist of industrial organization psychology. Now, in organization psychology, we are going to focus on organization. In organization psychology, we are going to focus on organization structure. Moreover, how organization function. Whenever organization face problems, industrial psychology will help them out to how to tackle the problem. The problems might be stress of employees, fatigue of employees, motivation of employees. However, industrial psychology can help out the leaders or the owners of organization how to be influencer on your manpower. How to be an influencer. How to be an influencer. Now, not only industrial psychology will guide the leader how to be influencer, but it also guide that what are the elements, what are the motivation elements that you used for the sake of your employees to motivate them. But not only this, but also it tells to the organization leader that what are the punishment factors, punishment activities that you do to avoid undesirable actions. Now, industrial psychologists will give the ideas, suggestions to the owner or to the supervisor or manager of organization that what sort of reward, punishment and incentive that you use and which is the best reward and which is the best punishment that you use to increase the employee motivation or to stop unnecessary, undesirable actions of employees. Now, it helps. Or industrial psychology help out to help out the managers, the leaders, employees itself, and how to be a good decision maker. Industrial psychology, it helps. It's elaborate to correct the leadership, whether it's born or made. Now, furthermore, let's talk about difference between managers and leader, and much more about employee motivation, employee stress, employee fatigue, and how those studies and lots of these things will be incorporated inside the organization industrial psychology. Now, we come to industrial psychology and its benefits. Industrial psychology and its benefits. Look, the objective of every business is to earn profit. Earning profit is every business objective. Look, the objective of every business is what? To earn profit. And the objective is try to be a profitable and successful business. But the success depends on many factors like employee satisfaction, employee performance, customer satisfaction, brand promotion, reputation, and many more. In these factors, the main factor that is employee performance, which create a huge impact on organization growth and success. But employee performance create a huge impact on company's growth and success. The case is if employee is satisfied, then if employees are dissatisfied, they have no motivation to do something. How can they perform the work? How can they perform the work? Currently, many businesses, their focus is on to take care of their benefits, to take care of their market presence, to take care of their brand promotions, to take care of their customer satisfaction, and many more activities. But they forget and ignore one thing, that is satisfaction of their employees. but they only demand from their employees work and perform. That's it. Only the expectation is that to work in